Hello, everyone, and welcome to Unfiltered Flow, ELSC. My name's Alan Burdette. I'm here with Meghann Cook today, and we have a gentleman who's joined us before, but who has an interesting perspective on some things that we think you might enjoy, and that's Mr. Ron Holcomb from Hydrodine. Welcome, Ron. Nice to have you back again.
Hi, Alan. Hi, Megan. Merry Christmas.
On. Good to
Same
see
to
you.
you. Well, Ron, we've been talking to you about this list you have. It's not a naughty and nice list. It's more of a naughty list than anything else, I think. So pretty good to have it during the Christmas times. Tell us a little bit about this.
Well, you've been doing this a long time. You gather knowledge, and then the factories hire a new young whippersnapper fresh out of college, and he goes in there all green. And I started to put together a list of things not to do. And so it developed into, it's evolved. We've added things over the years. Something happens to one of the other salesmen, and we added or subtract as needed. So whenever a new factory guy comes in, or even a new salesman we hire here at the Houston branch, I always give them a copy of my top 10 do's and don'ts list, and then I tell them some of the stories about each one of them. So anyway.
That sounds really interesting. So this is a compilation, not just a Ron Holcomb developed list. This is input from other distributor or salespeople that you know.
Correct.
All right.
Many of them happen to me, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, when you do this a while, you get some weird things happen, you're in the profession long enough.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, why don't you jump into this and tell us about
All right. So we'll start off with number 10. That's a common sense one. Just no cussing. You don't know your customer. Try not to use foul language. That's just a common sense one. And number 9, again, not knowing your customer's persuasion. No discussion of politics or religion. I had a rep one time that was ripping on George Bush, and I knew that the customer was an avid Republican conservative, and so I wanted to kick him in the shins, but I didn't. I told him, don't ever do that again.
Especially not in Texas. I mean,
Not in Texas. Not a good idea.
That's probably the roughest place.
Yeah, don't mess with Texas. That's right.
That's true. You'd probably be fine in California. Number 8 is to no emailing or texting during the sales call. Put your phone on vibrate. Your attention is supposed to be on your customer and find out what his needs are, and not checking texts and emails and what the score is on the Astros. So that's happened to me, and I warned the rep not to be doing that anymore. Number 7. This happened to me. Do not make comments about customer's competitor or disclose confidential information. We were on a sales call, and there was I can't remember what the product was. Oh yeah, we done that over at so and so, and it worked great, and we used this valve, and shut the hell up. I mean, good grief. Don't be telling this guy what his competitor is doing.
It's an excellent solution. It's working great.
Yeah. We have a solution. I'm sure that it'll work for you.
Yeah, I've got a corollary to that. When I heard of a factory guy that was with his distributor's rep, and the customer was talking about needing a filter. Well, the factory guy referred the customer to a competitor of the distributor who also had filter products. Excuse me, I was texting.
Number 6 was the same guy. We were doing a call.
I need to do one for a podcast etiquette, evidently.
And he would make promises. Oh yeah, we'll have that to you tomorrow. And yeah, this problem, no problem at all. Put together a schematic and And then he would go home and nothing would happen. So he would make all these promises of all the things that were going to happen. But then it was up to you to fulfill the promises that he made. So I said, don't you be making any promises unless you plan on doing them. I'll make the promises that I want to make. I'll do my own. And number 5, we had a factory rep in here, and he was a little on the portly side, and he was always bragging about how good he was at racquetball, and we were always laughing. And anyway, one of the other salesmen, I'd like to play you. So they went off and they played racquetball, and our guy almost killed him. He also had a heart attack.
And it was 2 sales guys because it was probably about 2:00 in the afternoon when they went out for their racquetball game too.
Number 4 kind of relates to number 6. Listen and take notes. Don't go into a sale. Another part of that is don't go into a sales call without a purpose. I had a factory rep call me up when he says, "Hi, I made this sales appointment down with the chief engineer down at this oil company." I said, "That's great. You want to come and join?" "Sure, I'll come." So we go down there and walk into the office, and I had mistakenly made the assumption that there was a purpose for the sales call. It was just a sales call. There was no, he looked at me like, "Okay, go ahead and start." I'm like, "Start what?" Anyway, I had to do a little dance and try and find out if they had any projects going on. I just insist, don't waste me or my customers' time. My time is your most valuable asset. I had one of the young salesmen here. He said, "Ron, I wish I had your money." And I said, "Well, I'll tell you what, I'll trade you all my money for your age because I can make more money. I can't make more time." He said,
Yes,
"No, I don't
indeed.
want to do that."
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's right. Now, where are we? Number 3?
Number 3, yeah.
Number 3 is dress appropriately and don't change clothes in the parking lot in front of the customer's window. So this happened to one of the other salesmen. Went out, had this appointment, and this factory rep, he drove in the parking lot and parked right in front of the president of the company's office window and stepped out, and he was wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and he proceeded to take off his shorts, put on pants and a shirt, and then go into the sales call. And the guy said, "Don't bring that guy back here again." He wasn't appreciative of that
Yeah.
little thing.
Seen too much of him already.
Seen too much of him already. That's right. And number 2, a kind of a funny story. I've been known to make a snide or silly remark during a sales call.
You?
So yes, man, I know. It's weird, isn't it? We were sitting there in this engineer's office, the head of engineering, and we were going over this pump proposal, and I made some remark, and the factory rep kind of guffawed, and his teeth came out and rolled under the engineer's desk. So I'm looking at the engineer like, what, should we laugh or not? He's down on his hands and knees, crawling around looking for his teeth. Anyway, get out the Polydent before you go on a sales
I was
call.
going to say the polygrip.
Polygrip, that's it. I couldn't remember the name of it. Anyway. And number 1,
Do we need a drum roll here?
number 1, we were on a sales call, and it was the factory rep, and then it was me and another salesman here. And the factory rep leaned over to the engineer. He leaned over his desk right in front of Joy's face and ripped a nice fart. My God.
How do you recover from that? What did he
How do
say?
you know? Where do you go? Where do you go from
Excuse
there?
me.
So, number 1 is do not fart in the customer's office. Farts are funny, but man, you got to keep it real.
Keep it out of the office.
We had Christmas party Friday night for our church choir had a Christmas party. And so I thought, they said white elephant gift or can be a gag or something good. Okay. So I go on Amazon. Here's this remote controlled fart machine. So I ordered it. The choir director picked it. He had this funny look on his face. And then it ended up that the preacher stole it from him. So I love it.
Jeez.
You might
I
have
love it.
some fun with that during the sermons,
That's
Ron.
right.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, that's my top 10 do's and don'ts list.
It's a good one. There's probably a lot of manufacturers reps that should hear these, Ron.
That's true. And salesmen. Exactly.
We'll make sure we get it out to as many people as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Anybody that's looking to get into sales should know these essential tips.
Well, Ron, as always, we appreciate your time. It's fun having you on and seeing your face.
Yep. Always
Well,
a pleasure.
Stop by when you're in town.
Next time we're in Texas, we will.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. See you next time.